What should a man do in a relationship?
What?
That is a question that was asked.
What should a man do in a relationship? That seems like somebody was very specific but didn't want to actually ask the question.
I will give my thoughts behind where I think this question is coming from. So my guess is that a girl dating a guy wants to know what his role should be.
I got you. That makes a lot more sense. What should you do? I don't know. I don't know what I should do.
What is a man's role in a dating relationship?
I think it's definitely determined differently based on the compatibility measures that you put up in the relationship, because that person's going to need to act in certain ways to meet your compatibility kind of guidelines. Mm-hmm. So it can vary, but I think some good things that a man can do in a relationship is show in kind of microcosms ways in which they will be the major things that people are looking for in relationships long term. So let's show in a microcosm, like when girls are like, I don't like when he pays for my food. He's showing you in a small microcosm that he can be provider. That's something that's really meaningful for a guy. And when girls try to deny that from a guy, I think it's really is that the right word? Demasculating?
Yeah.
Emasculating. There we go. I don't think demasculating is a word. Sounds cool though.
It does sound like it's a word, but maybe it's not.
But I think you strip a guy of his pride, of the kind of things that he really values as provider. Men have always been providers since the beginning of time. They went out, they got the food, you ate it, you survived. That's provision.
Right.
So they just have a new world, new time period, this century way of being provider now. And you allowing them to buy your coffee, you allowing them to pay for dinner, just allows them to show you, hey, I got you. Hey, I can be provider. If you want to pay for their food, great. It's fine. I'm not like I'm not going to die on that hill, but at the same time, know the ways in which they're trying to show you bigger things through small actions.
And I want to jump in there because I think what you said is really important, because I don't think women ever hear that. They don't understand, I feel like the culture tells us that when a man holds the door for you or pays for your food, that they're saying you can't do it yourself, which isn't true. And so you just speaking into that is so valuable, because otherwise we're just hearing a lie. I think it's a lie that that's what they think when they do that. But really, I think it's that. They're saying, I care for you. I could provide for you.
There are going to be times in your relationships where you need to be cared for.
Yeah.
To think otherwise is such a negatively prideful and negatively egotistical way of thinking.
Yeah.
It's so arrogant to think that there's never going to be a time in your relationship that you need your spouse to cook for you. You've cooked for me and I've cooked for you.
Yeah.
There's going to be times where I'm going to have to get the door because you hurt yourself, or you're going to have to get the door because I hurt myself.
Right.
To think otherwise in the relationship is so disgustingly arrogant. And so your inability to let this person that you're dating pay for your food, to open the door for you, is so ignorant to relationships.
Right.
You've never been married or have never been in a healthy relationship. So there's just an arrogance about you that would ever think that there's never going to come a time where you'll need that in the future. Obviously, it's a small way to show bigger heart, to show bigger ways that this person will be there for you when the bill comes, to be there for you when you can open that door yourself.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be great to have them there?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be great to have that person who's there for you when you need them?
Right.
And to think, I don't need no man. Be lonely. Just be lonely. It's so pathetic when women come with that cliche, I don't need no man. Yes, you do. Yeah. And I need a woman.
Yeah.
I need one because it brings so much value to my life.
Right.
Stop it. I just, that type of stuff, the lack of care through your statements shows that you're not ready for a committed relationship and you shouldn't have one. You should be so there to let that person care for you because I want to be cared for. And on the reverse side, the guys that just come with that attitude that women should just be subservient in some way. You don't want a servant.
Yeah.
You want a person that's there for you. Servants aren't just there for you. They exist for meeting certain things in your life. That's
They're like not an equal.
I think there's just so much unhealth in both of those sides that it just bothers me.
We should have a podcast just about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Let's go.
Any others on what a man's role is in a dating relationship?
No, I think just paying attention to the small ways that they're trying to show you in times to come how they will be there for you. Whether it's provider, whether it's protector, whether it's whatever it is, they're trying to show you now in the dating relationship what they will be able to do in life.
And they should be doing that, right? You're saying they should be doing those things if the long-term goal is to marry you.
Yeah.
Okay, if they're not showing those things, then maybe they're not ready for a long-term relationship. Or maybe they just haven't been taught those things. I think a lot of people haven't been taught those things.
A lot of people haven't been taught those things. A lot of people have been idealized into not doing those things because they've been put down when they've held the door open for a girl and they've given them a side eye. And I think there's definitely a lot of guys that feel like I don't even want to date because of some of these negative things that women have placed on them for just trying to be there for them.
Yeah.
So yeah, you might have to just allow the person that you're dating to just be like, hey, I'm okay if you want to just provide for me, if you want to protect me, if you want to be whatever you should be for me in this relationship that just makes you feel like a man.
Yeah.
I want that for you. Have at it. I think that would go a long way. So do they need to do those things? I don't know. If they're allowed to do them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should do them.
Yeah.
They should do them.